Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered why some older folks firmly refuse to go into a nursing home? No matter their age? At 84, I can tell you that this decision is not an easy one. It comes from decades of living, from the quiet lessons learned, and from knowing exactly what matters most at this final stage of life. While for many, the idea of a nursing home represents safety and structure, for others like me, it feels like the definitive end of personal freedom, choice, and dignity. That's why I've made up my mind. I will never go into a nursing home. And today, I want to share the 5 profound reasons behind that choice. In this video, you will not just hear personal reasons, but truths that many seniors quietly carry in their hearts. Each reason tells a story, showing that staying out of a nursing home is about much more than avoiding a building. It's about protecting the very essence of who we are. Stay with me until the end, because the final reason might surprise you. It's a subject many seniors rarely talk about, but once you hear it, it may change the way you think about aging and independence forever. Now, let's get started. 1. The unbearable loss of personal privacy. One of the strongest reasons I will never go into a nursing home is the fear of losing personal privacy. At 84, I value my own space and solitude more than ever. Privacy isn't merely about having a private room or being able to close a door. It's about feeling ownership of your life and the freedom to be yourself without constant oversight. In nursing homes, there are routine check-ins and staff are present nearly all the time. While that might bring comfort to some, to me, it feels like the walls are closing in on my personal freedom. Privacy is essential for maintaining a sense of dignity. Being able to decide when you want company and when you want to be alone is fundamental to feeling human. In a nursing home, this privacy is often compromised by shared rooms, staff entering without much warning, or the simple reality that your life is monitored for safety. For someone who has lived independently for decades, the idea of losing the freedom to retreat, reflect, or simply rest on my own terms feels unbearable. 2. The invaluable comfort of home and memories. Another powerful reason I will never go into a nursing home is the profound comfort that comes from staying in my own home. Surrounded by the memories that have shaped my life. A house is so much more than walls and a roof. It's a living record of who you are. Every corner holds a story. Every chair carries a memory. And every photo on the wall reminds you of moments that gave life meaning. To leave all of that behind for a facility, no matter how well run, feels like tearing away a piece of your very identity. There's a sense of peace in waking up in a familiar room with sunlight coming through the same window you've looked out of for decades. The old wooden table where family meals were shared, the worn armchair that has been your reading spot, or even the backyard where you planted trees and watched them grow. All of these are more than objects. They are symbols of a life well lived. Nursing homes may offer clean spaces and organized schedules, but they can never replace the deep emotional comfort of living among your own history. 3. The deep-seated distrust of institutional care. A third reason I will never go into a nursing home is the distrust I feel toward institutional care. Over the years, I have seen too many stories, both in the news and from people I know, about seniors losing their dignity in places that were supposed to protect them. While not every nursing home is the same, the thought of being treated like a number rather than a person is something I cannot accept. At this stage of life, respect matters more than almost anything, and I have no desire to live in an environment where that respect might be overlooked. The structure of institutional care often prioritizes efficiency over individuality. Meals are served on strict schedules. Personal routines are often interrupted. And staff, though well-intentioned, are stretched thin with too many residents to care for. This reality means the small details that make someone feel human can be lost. Being rushed through a meal, having little say in daily activities, or waiting long for help with simple needs can leave seniors feeling invisible. I have no wish to spend my final years feeling like a task on someone else's checklist. 4. The indispensable value of family and community support. Another powerful reason I will never go into a nursing home is because I believe in the strength of family and community support. Throughout my life, I have seen how relationships with children, grandchildren, neighbors, and even longtime friends can create a network of care that no institution can replace. Aging does not mean the need for love and belonging disappears. In fact, those needs become even more important. Nursing homes may provide shelter and care, but they cannot provide the same warmth that comes from being surrounded by people who truly know you. Family support gives seniors a sense of purpose. When your children call to check in, a grandchild stops by with stories from school, or a neighbor knocks on your door to share a meal, it reminds you that you still matter. These connections affirm that you are not simply being cared for, but that you are still a vital part of the circle of life around you. This sense of belonging cannot be bought with monthly fees or provided by a rotating staff. It is rooted in love, history, and the loyalty of bonds built over decades. 5. The unwavering commitment to self-care and lifestyle. The final reason I will never go into a nursing home is my personal commitment to self-care and maintaining a lifestyle that keeps me independent. Over the years, I've learned that small daily choices add up to make a big difference. Especially as the body grows older. Eating balanced meals, staying active, keeping my mind engaged, and paying attention to my health allow me to continue living at home. While I cannot control every change that comes with aging, I can control how I respond to it. And that determination is what gives me strength. Self-care isn't just about physical health, it's about discipline and dignity. I wake up each morning with a routine that keeps me grounded. Whether it is stretching, preparing a simple breakfast, or taking a short walk outside, these habits may seem ordinary, but they create a rhythm that sustains both body and mind. By caring for myself in these ways, I reduce the chances of relying heavily on others or being forced into an institution. I believe that as long as I continue to honor these routines, I can maintain a life filled with purpose and independence. Blank. Blank. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, I want you to pause and truly think about the 5 reasons I've shared today. Each one reflects more than just personal preference. They speak to the deeper values that so many seniors hold close: independence, comfort, trust, family, and the daily commitment to self-care. These are not small matters. They are the foundations of dignity. And they are why I have decided, at 84, that I will never go into a nursing home. This message is not meant to criticize those who choose differently. Every person's path is unique, and some find peace in nursing homes. But for many of us, the idea of surrendering the life we've built, the memories that shape us, and the choices that keep us whole is simply not an option. These reasons are not about fear, they are about strength, about protecting our identity, and about living with purpose until the very end. So I ask you, what stood out to you the most? Which of these reasons do you feel in your own heart, or see in the lives of people you love? Your reflections matter. Because when we share our stories, we remind each other that none of us are walking this path alone. Aging is not just about the challenges we face, but about the choices we make to keep our spirit alive.